Good morning children, I hope class 9 children are watching this video and I hope you must be keeping well. As we have been doing polynomials, as already we have done in last class, we have completed exercise 3C. Today in this class it was told that new topic will be started. Today we are going to start factorization of polynomials. So these things already you have learnt in class 8, so I don't think much problem you will be having. So let's start. Here you have factorization of polynomials. You know these all the things. Factor, you see. Let Px and Qx be two polynomials. We say that Qx is a factor of Px if Qx divides Px exactly. Suppose any two number you have, suppose 4 and 2 you have. And if 4 is getting divided by 2 exactly, 2 2 ja 4, then this 2 will be called the factor of 4. 2 will be called the factor of 4. So in the same way, here in this in very simple way I made you understood. Here you see, let Px and Qx be two polynomials. Suppose if any polynomial you have, here example you can see. Suppose x minus 2 you have and x square minus 3x plus 2 you have. This is your Px and this is your Qx. So suppose if Px is getting divided by Qx and it divides exactly, leaving no remainder, means remainder is 0, then this Qx will be called the factor of Px. Let Px and Qx be two polynomials. We say that Qx is a factor of Px if Qx divides Px exactly. So if any two polynomials you have and one polynomial divide the other polynomial exactly, then the first polynomial will be called the factor of the other. If suppose Px and Qx two polynomial you have, and if suppose Px is getting divided by Qx and some quotient you will get and then remainder you will get, that is 0, it means Px is getting divided by Qx exactly, then Qs will be called the factor of Px. I hope you understood. I don't think any problem will be there in understanding. This sentence you have understood. X minus t, suppose you have 2 you have Qx and x square minus 3x plus 2 you have Px. Suppose two polynomials you have. This polynomial is getting divided exactly by this polynomial, then this polynomial will be called the factor of the other. X plus 1 is a factor of x square minus 1. If x square minus 1 is getting divided by x plus 1 and it divides exactly, leaving no remainder, then it will be called the factor of the given polynomial. So x plus 1 will be called the factor of x square minus 1. Factorization: to express a given polynomial as the product of polynomials each of degree less than that of the given polynomial such that no such a factor has a factor of lower degree is called factorization. Try to understand again. To express a given polynomial, suppose you had this, suppose this polynomial itself you take x square minus 16. To express a given polynomial, x square minus 16 is getting expressed in other way. To express a given polynomial as the product of polynomials, this is getting expressed as the product of the polynomials, two or more. This can be expressed in the form of the product of two or more polynomial, each of degree less than that of the given polynomial, but they must have each of them, whatever factor you will have, their degree should be lesser than the degree of the given polynomial, such that no such a factor has a factor of lower degree is called factorization. Here you see, it is easy to verify that x square minus 16 is equal to x minus 4 and x plus 4. Here you can see this x square minus 16 has been expressed in the form of x minus 4 into x plus 4. And here you degree of these polynomials, you see This is lower than x square minus 16. Here x square minus 3x plus 2 you have, this has been expressed in the form of x minus 1 and x minus 2. If you are multiplying, you will get the same. So finally again you see, to express a given polynomial as the product of polynomials, x square minus 16 has been expressed in the form of x minus 4 into x plus 4, and x square minus 3x plus 2 has been expressed in the form of x minus 1 and x minus 2. Each of degree less than that of the given polynomial, such that no such a factor has a factor of lower degree, is called factorization. Some expansions, we know that these expansions already you have learnt before. So a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. In other form also you can remember this, or you might have remembered x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. In that form also you might have remembered. So by any way you are writing the same formula, it is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So how it is, means how you get this formula, this also you might have learnt in class 8. A plus b whole square means what? A plus b whole square means a plus b into a plus b. Just you can derive by yourself. Just you multiply this, a into a square, a into b, ab, b into a, again ba or ab, you write b into b, that is b square. It means a square plus 2ab plus b square. You got the formula? A plus b whole square could be written as a plus b into a plus b, and if you are multiplying you will get the formula a square plus 2ab plus b square. Here you see a minus b in the same way. A minus b whole square is equal to what? A minus b whole square, it means a minus b into a minus b. If you are multiplying, what you will get? A into a square you will get, a into minus b ab you will get, minus b into a, that minus ba or minus ab, whatever you write, minus b into minus b, that will be plus b square. So finally you will get a square minus 2ab plus b square. So you got the formula. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. In the same way, a plus b plus c whole square, just you need to multiply this. A plus b plus c, you need to multiply a plus b plus c whole square. You can write a plus b plus c into a plus b plus c. You multiply this, a into a square, a into b ab, a into c ac, then b into a, again ab, b into b, that is b square, b into c, that is bc, c into a, ac or ca, whatever you write, then c into b, that is bc, and c into c, that is c square. So finally what you will get, here you will get a square plus b square plus c square. You see, a square plus b square plus c square, a square plus b square plus c square you have got. Now ab plus bc plus ca or ac. AB, how many times you have? 2 times. BC, 2 times. AC, 2 times. So you can write plus 2 into AB plus BC plus either AC you write or CA you write, both are same. So a square plus b square plus c square plus 2 into ab plus bc plus ca. So even if you don't remember, these formulas can be derived. So if you know the rule, you can derive by yourself, but it will be easier if you are remembering these formulas. Directly you can put. Otherwise it will take too much time in multiplying and doing these all, and you may do mistakes also. So it is better you need to remember these all the formulas. A plus b whole cube. How it will be derived? A plus b whole cube means a plus b into a plus b into a plus b 3 times. So a plus b and a plus b you know, a square plus 2ab plus b square, and this is required to be again multiplied by a plus b, and you will get finally a cube plus b cube plus 3ab plus a plus b. 3ab into a plus b. So this you do by yourself, multiply and check you are getting or not. But you need to remember a plus b whole cube is equal to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b whole. A minus b whole cube, again in the same way you derive by yourself. It is your task, you do by yourself. A minus b into a minus b into a minus b. You multiply and find out this formula, and then you remember a minus b whole cube is equal to a cube minus b cube minus 3ab into a minus b. Here you see some formulae for factorization. These formulas are required to be remembered, and this is very useful in factorization. These three: a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b. So common formula you have a minus b into a plus b. Again, if you are multiplying this, what you will get? A into a square, a into b, ab, b into a minus you have minus ab, and b into b, that is b square. This will be cancelled, you will get a square plus b square. You have got a minus b into a plus b is equal to a square minus b square. In the same way, these formulas are required to be remembered. A cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square. This you multiply, you will get this. A cube minus b cube is equal to a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. Here you see how will you remember. A cube plus b cube is equal to, here a plus b you will have, and a square minus ab plus b square. Here minus you need to write down, plus you have, here a square minus ab plus b square you need to write down. Here you have minus a cube minus b cube, here minus you will have, and here you will have plus. All will be in plus, a square plus ab plus b square. Difference is where in both the formulas, here you have plus, here you have minus, here you have minus, here you have plus. So this you need to remember. These formulas are very important for factorization. Now you see factorization by taking out the common factor method. What method is applied? When each term of an expression has a common factor, we divide each term by this factor and take it out as a multiple as shown below. Here you see examples has been given. These are very important to understand. First you go through each and every example by yourself, then you start exercise. 5a square minus 20ab. So here you see how it has been taken out, how it has been done. So 5a square minus 20ab has been expressed in the form of product of two polynomials, 5a into a minus 4b. So how you have got, you see, 5a square can be written as 5 into a. 5a square can be written as 5 into a. 20ab can be written as 5 into 4, or 2 into 2 also you can write. 5 into 2, that is 20 a into b. This we have factorized and we have written. Now we need to see what common we have. So what common we can see? We can see 5 is a common. Here you see. Then a you have common. So 5a can be taken out. In both you have got the same thing, then that can be taken out. So 5a we have taken. Now you see, in first term what is left? In first term what you have left? A. Minus 5 and a you have taken out. What is left? 4b. Now you see 5a into a minus 4b. So in this way you need to think. Initially you write down in this way in rough and find out, and later in practice it will come by seeing itself. You will be able to do these things. These things will not be required to be done again and again, but in rough for the starting you start doing these things and then you find out this common. So it will be easier to understand, and later when you will be in practice, by seeing itself you can find out. Next you see 36a cube b minus 60a square bc is equal to 12a square b 3a minus 5c in bracket, you see. So in 36a cube b and minus 60a square bc, what common you can see? In 36 and 60, again, if you don't know what can be done, you can find out the HCF of this 36 and 60, and then you find out. Otherwise, just you factorize this. 36 can be written as 6 into 6, or it can be written as 3 into 2 into, or it can be written as, here you have 3 into 3 into 2 into 2, 3 3 is 9, 9 2 is 18, 18 2 is 36, and 60 can be written as, here you see, 3 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, 3 2 is 6, 6 2 is 12, 12 2 is 24, 60 you have, wait, 60 can be written as 5 into 3 into 2 into 2. Here you see 5 3 is 15, 15 2 is 30, and 32 is 60. Now what common you can see? Here you see this is your common, this is your common, and this is your common. So you have 3 into 2 into 2. It means 3 2 is 6, 6 2 is 12. So what common we can take out? 12 we can take out from 36 and 60. So for the beginning, either this method can be applied or HCF can be found out. But later you will be in practice, by seeing itself you will know what common you will be having. So 12 has been taken. Now you see a cube b you have. So a 3 times you have, and into b you have. Here a 2 times you have, and then b you have, and c you have. So these a are common and b are common. Here you see a and b. So a 2 times a you have means a square b. So here you see a square b has been taken out common. Now here what you will be left with, suppose a square b you are taking out, a square b if you are taking out, here you have a cube, so you will be left with a only, b already you have taken. A square b you are taking out, what will you will be left with? C only. So 3a minus 5c. So in this way this common can be taken out. I hope you have understood, and these things you go through by yourself. Next you see, factorize x into x minus y whole cube plus 3x square y into x minus y. So now how it will be solved? You see, this can be written as x into x minus y, common can be taken out. Here you see, here x, and here you have x square, and x you have. So x can be taken out. Here x minus y whole cube you have, x minus 1 you have, suppose. So x minus y can be taken out common. Now in this term you see, in this term only you see, x into x minus y you have taken out common, x already you have taken out, x minus y you have taken out, so you will be left with x minus y square. So that this 2 and this 1 will become 3 if you will multiply. So x minus y whole square has been left, plus here you see you have 3x square y into x minus y. X minus y already you have taken out, and 3 you will be left with x square you had, x you have taken out, so x will be left, and y common was not there, so y will be left. So finally you will be left with x into x minus y into x minus y square plus 3xy. Now here you see this has been factorized again. or this in formula has been kept, x square plus y square minus 2xy. So if it will be simplified, what you will get, minus 2xy plus 3xy will become xy. So finally x into x minus y into x square plus y square plus xy. So here you had taken out common, and after that this has been simplified and has been written an answer. Next you have factorization by grouping. Sometimes in a given expression it is not possible to take out a common factor directly. However, the terms of the given expression are grouped in such a manner that we may have a common factor. This can now be factorized as discussed above. Here you see, example has been given, you see, AB plus BC plus AX plus CX. Here this AB and BC you have plus AX plus CX you have. Now if we need to find a common, we can take B has been taken common out, because all together we don't have common. Here you have A, here you don't have, here you have A, here you don't have, here you have B, here you have B, here you don't have, here you don't have. So this can be grouped. So here AB plus BC and AX plus CX has been grouped, and you have got common over here B, and then you have got A plus C. Here X common you have got, and you have got A plus C. So finally you have got again here A plus C and A plus C has been taken common, and you are left with B plus X. This you need to understand. In this term you have A plus C, in this term also you have A plus C. A plus C has been taken out common, so you will be left with what? A plus C you have taken out, you will be left with B. Here A plus C you have taken out, you will be left with X. So A plus C and B plus X you have got. This could be grouped in this way also. Suppose AB plus BC has been written, this could be written as AB plus AX also, because here you can see A and A common you have, and here you have C common. It can be grouped in this way also, BC plus CX. Now you see, here A can be taken out common, you will be left with B plus X. Here C can be taken out common, and you will be left with B plus X. Now B plus X and B plus X you have got, so B plus X into A plus C, the same answer you have got, B plus X and A plus C. So in this way also it can be done. So you need to think how it to be grouped, so that common factor you can get. Then you have factorize x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 minus 2x minus 2 by x. Here you see how it has been done. X square plus 1 by x square plus 2 has been grouped together. Why? Because in formula it can be put. Here you see how it will be put. We can write x plus 1 by x whole square will be a plus b whole square. A plus b whole square means a square plus b square, or we can write a square plus 2ab plus b square, or a square plus b square plus 2ab. So 1 by x square plus 2 into ab, a into b. So this will be cancelled. What you will get? X square plus 1 by x square plus 2. So x square plus 1 by x square plus 2 can be written as x plus 1 by x whole square. X square plus 1 by x square plus 2 can be written as x plus 1 by x whole square. So this has been written. Now minus 2 x plus 1 by x. Now common you take. See what common you have. X plus 1 by x and x plus 1 by x. X plus 1 by x has been taken out common. Here you are left with 2 times you had, square you had, so you are left with x plus 1 by x, and this you already have taken, so you are left with minus 2, and this is your answer. Then you have factorize 1 plus x plus y minus z plus xy minus yz minus zx minus xyz. So again it is required to be grouped properly, and then you need to see what common you will get, and then you find out. So just you go through and try to understand. 2x minus 3 whole square minus 8x plus 12. Again here you see 2x minus 3 whole square minus common what you will get 4. So you have got 2x minus 3. Now 2x minus 3 and 2x minus 3 you have got common. So you will be left with 2x minus 3 and here minus 4. This is required to be simplified. You have got 2x minus 7. So in this way you have factorized this. So up to here each and every question you go through properly and then you start exercise 3a. And these type of questions, if you recall yourself, if you remember, in class 8 already you have done. So start doing. If difficulty will be there, in next class we will see few questions. And till then, thank you.